So forgive my place for being a mess, and forgive me for there we go. So I don't accidentally hit the volume button, and now I'm all self-conscious because I'm dressed real sloppy, very sloppily. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done this. My last one was pretty intense, just like my last couple of blogs. Somebody's getting in a fight outside of my apartment somewhere. Or yelling in their apartment and they're in my building. I'm gonna go see what that's about. So it turns out it's just across the way. Hi, kitten. And, no, I guess that's the best way to hold it. um, sorry, this is so sloppy. I'm sorry I've made a lot of promises and not kept them up. But I'm just very sporadic. I'm very, I'm looking for the word. Damaged, broken, chopped up, a little bit faltering. The reason why I'm so honest about it all the time is about so many things all the time is because I go back and I go in circles, you know, I go back on these things and I get super embarrassed, but I make a lot of points, I guess. Anyway. So my personal life has been a series of unfortunate events and bad decisions on my part. For one, I got with a 40-year-old man who was homeless, but he was cleaning up the apartment. And I can't blame him for me choosing to smoke the crack, but hey, I mean, he didn't, he wasn't responsible for me ending up homeless. He just promised me something that he couldn't deliver, and I should have known better. I really should have. It is what it is. The guy after that was a step up. The guy after that was dumb as hell. We talked about him, Chris. He doesn't get the concept of, this is a lot of people I find don't really get the concept of if it's affecting me and you're the cause, you're not being nice. You're not being justified. There's no justification, rather. Kevin, I feel like he just didn't care, and that it's my fault for not leaving sooner, but it wasn't like he was hurting me. I was hurting him, and I felt bad, and he was hurting me in a very manipulative, passive-aggressive kind of way. So I think I really needed him to actually, I needed to crash and burn here with the cat and with him. So I had been on a 2-week bender of nothing but junk food, and I had weed and cigarettes for a minute there. The reason why my voice is like this is because this whole weekend has been an exercise in altruistic effort to defend children, or to get some closure for another person. I talked about her. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to post all of this, put it away, maybe organize it later, take bits and pieces and use it for my own good. And I think I'm going to start over with a new vlog. video channel. I'm not very... I haven't been very motivated. Really, I've just come to realize I'm a piece of shit. I do all these great things, but I use that to justify the way I act in my personal life. And, you know, these people might be part of my personal life, but that's a mistake. I can't be that close if I'm not going to be manipulated, if I'm not going to be... That's me being naive, and I think I've finally grown out of that. It only took, 11 years of being self-aware. So, my throat is hoarse because I talked to this 10-year-old who, my friend Corey, had told me her stepfather had bragged to her about wanting to bash her head in and saying that to her and then hitting her, and the child, Sophie, saying, if you ever hit me again, I'll call CPS, and him holding out the phone. Like, he literally retold the story and to Corey as a brag, and Sophie confirmed it at one point or another, but I just told Sophie, like, I'll call CPS if it ever happens again and you don't know what else to do. I'll call CPS. I'll take you over to my house for a night. Whatever you need. So I guess the mother brought backup and came to talk to me about it and denied it happening and tried to use, when Corey finally piped up, tried to use their door being off its hinges as an excuse for why he's all wiry. And it's like, you're not even her real father. I just don't understand. And he burst in. He burst in when I told her and the backup to get out. He just burst in for no invitation. And that turned into a screaming match. And the backup, got all up in my chest, touching my chest, and friggin', trying to make me swing first. And I'm not having that, okay? I'm not afraid. Go ahead and hit me. But just, no. I'm not part of this ghetto mentality. I'm not doing it. You can be vicious, stupid people, but, man, there's not enough world anymore to fit all of these fucking idiots. There just isn't. Not with all the landfills, not with all the farms. There's just not enough fucking world for all these goddamn morons. And it seems to me like it's everywhere. You could be absolutely brilliant. You could be part of, we have the whole ghetto mentality, but it's just plain old ignorance. Any radical fundamentalist, any politician who lies constantly, it's just plain fucking stupidity at this point. You can have talents and still be a fucking moron. So there's that. And then her mother visited the next day, Corey's mother. And Corey's going through all these things, It's kind of my fault, but at the same time, I'm gonna confess here, because fuck it, she's probably not gonna ever view it. I don't think my channel is very easy to view anyway, because I don't think YouTube likes the things that I talk about. So it is what it is, right? I'm worried that Corey's lying. I'm extremely worried about it. She's lied about things in details before, or she's phrased it in such a way that she's blameless, and you just know. Like, I've watched her do certain things, and it is what it is. Like, I was trying to control this particular situation, because it's so personal to me. I can relate so much, and there's so many predators. If we have the chance to nail one, but at the end of the day, she doesn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it. It's fine. She had to confront her mother. She has to get this woman out of her and her child's life. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're going to just outright not believe your 10-year-old when she comes to you and says that he's doing this, like, she let her child for another 4 years. And that's the thing that I'm not sure I believe. I just... That friggin' bitch looked me right in the eye. She looked me right in the eye and said, she told me that he didn't do it. And I look at Corey and she just doesn't speak. And it's so strange that these two things have to go right beside each other. Because she was talking about the mother of the child, Sophie. Corey was talking about her and how, while the stepdad was going off or bragging, how she was looking down and just not, responding, not pretending like she wasn't hearing any of this, like it was normal almost, but obviously head down. And that's how she can be so genuine. But I think she's lying sometimes for my attention, for an excuse, for... There's lots of reasons she could be. I didn't see the messages. And I told her mother that I did. And I told her aunt that I did. I went to bat for this girl. And, oh God, like, I don't have to be this way. But it's so hard. I'm not the one lying about, I don't know. It just gets too personal. It just gets to the point where it's like, are you kidding me? And her excuse was that she told her it was dreamlike. And she gets so defensive with me. She actually got angry with me when I'm like, but I don't believe that you wanted to talk to your mother. She got so defensive with me. I in front of so many people, I was just like, you did nothing, to her mother's face. You did nothing. But she told you. I just... This one's hard. I don't believe her. That's not fair. It's not fair to be torn right in between. Because I know people who have done that in my life haven't protected me. I've watched people ignore all these things that are important, like suicidal thoughts, and that comes more naturally to most. To just want to cut it out. Oh, knock it off. Oh, I didn't hear that. So it's hard to know, but whatever. I went to bat for her. And that's why my voice is harsh, hoarse. So I have no way to really confirm. She said that she had to have an abortion at 14, and I'm going to have to see that before I can really trust it again. And if she won't let me see it, then I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to stop trusting people for the rest of my life. It's one thing to tell your own truth, particularly when you know it can't hurt you. But it's a whole other thing to just not really give anything of yourself to people, because it's not important, it's not relevant. They aren't going to help you with your directive in life. They're not gonna see you. And sometimes it's really hard to know who to trust, but I have so very often just stuck around and let the fact that they were around for a long enough time be because I hated myself so much. And I can be a piece of shit. I really can. I, but I warn people. Fuck. Thank God for animals. Look at you. Yeah. I'm so glad I got that. You're so cute. So I guess I'm giving this video. You know what? Leaving my channel open is fine. I'm fucked up, and I know the reckoning. There it is. I know the reckoning that could be had from it. I know the reputation I could have. I don't have any clue what the real people see when they see me. I know I get a lot of likes on Tinder. I know a lot of people message me. Enough people message me. I have something. I know I'm honest. I know I have integrity. I know I'm loyal to a fault. I know I'm a bitch, but aren't we all to somebody in some perspective? The point is, my execution with things has needed work, and I think I'm finally there. Now, to get back on track, I guess. Fuck much and love fuck. Take care, all.